Now there is this story of Parashar and Satyavati, what this verse talks about. That Vyasdev was born to Parashar in the womb of Satyavati, the daughter of Vasu. So when actually if you check this story in our Indian media, they have kind of given it such a erotic touch that Parashar Muni was traveling in a boat and Satyavati was there, and then he felt like, enjoying her. So I was, when I was studying this whole story, I said there is some problem here. So ultimately, I found one lecture by Gaurang Priya Prabhu on Hare Krishna Tech TV, where he talks about that. Firstly, talking about Satyavati's birth, all of you, of course, know all this. That Satyavati was born to a king. Actually, she was daughter of a king, Vasu. And this Vasu, Chedi king, he was on a hunting expedition, and then there was night, and he thought that I cannot go back to my kingdom, so he slept. And there he, in the evening, started thinking about his wife. And just because of thinking, he lost his semen. And then he collected that and gave it to a bird and said, give it to my wife so that it doesn't go waste and a child is born. And as that bird was carrying it, it was attacked by another bird, and that semen fell down into a river, and a fish drank it. A female fish. Now that female fish was also a cursed Apsara. And she was told that unless you give birth to 2 humans, you will not be freed. And then ultimately the fish got impregnated, and there was a boy and a girl inside that fish womb, and that fish was brought up by this Vasu who is mentioned in this verse. So this Vasu, he found that fish, he cut it fish, and he found a boy and a girl. So he took it to the king. So king took the boy, and he was named as King Matsya, and this Satyavati was named as Matsya Gandha. We have this Matsya Gandha Express for those who know train. But Satyavati was kind of, in the Hindi we use the word badnaam, because of that smell, because she was born from a fish. Now whenever we devotees, we travel by train, we go to Mira Road, Wada, and there is this compartment where this people are carrying fish. And we just cannot tolerate. Even those who eat fish, they also cannot tolerate that smell. And that smell was coming from her body. Now imagine how she must have been ostracized in the society where she was staying. Firstly, she was ostracized by her father. Her father said, no, you can keep the daughter. Now the king of those fishermen, he gets her. And now everybody hates her because of the smell. So she ultimately takes this humble position of serving the sadhus, taking them across the river Yamuna. Here, also people were ignorant to get into her boat because her body used to be smelling, but still she used to be sitting in one end. Now when Parashar Muni is sitting into a boat of a female who smells so badly, where is the question of this whole incident that he begetting a child from Satyavati is a lusty affair? No. He just, he saw the constellations and he said a great personality is going to be born. Part and parcel. Rather, he was the Satyavish avatar of the Supreme Lord. So now, he requested that for giving birth to this great person, I need your help and you need to conceive. So now this is such an embarrassing, thing for her. But then she says that, I'm smelling badly, and so he blesses her that you will smell so nicely henceforth that your smell will go for yojanas. And her name became Yojana Gandha after that. From Matsya Gandha, she becomes Yojana Gandha. I took it as a different thing, this whole lesson from this, that she was given such an embarrassing service. What service she has to do? A saint comes on the boat. Now she says, on a boat, how can we indulge in physical relation? So they go to a dweep. That's how Dvaipana Vyas is the name of the Vyas, born on the island. And there he creates fog. Then she says, but now you will go away and I will lose my virginity. So he blesses her that no, you will still stay a virgin after this. So it was a very divine arrangement where the Supreme Lord was going to appear as Vyasdev. So it was not something material. If we go to internet, they show as if Parashar was a lusty person, and Satyavati, they show as if she was kind of gaining some boons, that okay, I'm giving you a child, so you give me this good smell for my body, and nothing of that sort. She was a very humble, again, like we are talking about today's Disciples' Day of Shyamananda Thakur. Shyamananda Thakur doing humble service to Guru. Here Satyavati is doing humble service to the sadhus. One is humble service, another is embarrassing service. She was given the most embarrassing service, that she was taken to an island and said, have a physical relation, get a child. Child was born, child walks away, immediately becomes 12-year-old and he walks away. So what lesson I learned from this is, if you are told to do some embarrassing services also. For us like Grahasthas, embarrassing services, now we get this message, Janmashtami target, then we go from one shopkeeper to other friends. We don't, like book distribution, going on the streets, doing kirtan, people look at us like this. So all these are embarrassing services. Here is a Satyavati who is the epitome of doing embarrassing services. The sadhu comes and says, I want to have a relation with you just once and then I'm going to. She said, okay, as a service. Because he says, a child is going to be born who is going to be the Supreme Lord. So she agrees. And in return of her all that service she did to the sadhus and to Parashar Muni, what she gets is she becomes fragrant.